There's a heaviness that's hard to describe. It's not always in the form of tears or outbursts. Sometimes it's in the quiet moments, the ones where no one else can see just how much effort it's taking to hold it all together. And I don't say this lightly. I say it because I know you've felt it too. That deep soul tiredness that makes even the smallest tasks feel like mountains. For me, it often starts before my feet even hit the floor. I open my eyes and for a split second, I forget the weight I carry. Then it rushes back in like a flood. The memories, the trauma, the fears that sneak back into the corners of my mind. And yet, I still get up. I still fluff the pillow behind my back. Even though it brings flashbacks I wish I could forget. I still make the bed, straighten the blankets, and light the candle in the kitchen because I've learned that peace can be chosen in small ways, even when strength feels like something far away. I try so hard to be strong. I've done it for years. I did it in the shelters when I had nothing but a bag of clothes, in a hope that maybe tomorrow would be gentler. I did it in hospital rooms, sitting on cold benches, wondering if I'd ever feel normal again. I did it when I was afraid to open the door, unsure if safety was something I could really trust. I've even done it with a smile on camera, sharing encouragement with other homemakers while silently reminding myself to breathe. And the truth is, I've gotten good at being strong. I've survived more than I thought possible. But being strong doesn't mean I'm not tired. It's a strange thing, isn't it? To be both capable and completely worn thin. To love deeply and also feel like you have nothing left to give. To carry others and wonder if anyone notices when you're the one who needs carrying. There was a time when I was surviving minute by minute. I remember standing in my tiny kitchen with the wind howling outside, praying that I could just get through the day without falling apart. I was healing from things most people never talk about. And the kitchen became my chapel. Bread dough became my prayer. Stirring soup became my meditation. There was something sacred about those small acts of care, like God was reminding me that I hadn't been forgotten. Some days I talk to Him more in the laundry room than anywhere else. I fold towels and whisper prayers. I cry into warm, just dried sheets. I ask Him for strength when my hands are shaking. I thank Him when I notice the little things, a quiet moment with Tim, the sound of birds outside, the comfort of a made bed. It's not glamorous, but it's real. I try so hard to be strong, but there are moments I feel like a shell of myself. Moments I stare at the floor and wonder if I'm doing enough, if I'm too broken to be useful, if anyone truly sees me behind the homemaking and the voiceovers and the sweet camera angles. It's in those moments that I hear God whisper back, "You are not forgotten. You are not too much. You are not too little. You are mine." Sometimes being strong looks like resting. Sometimes it means letting the dishes wait. Sometimes it's lighting the candle and sitting in the silence, even when your mind is loud. Sometimes it's being honest about your exhaustion, about your fear, about the ache in your chest that you've learned to carry quietly. And I want you to know that your tiredness doesn't make you weak. If anything, it's proof that you've kept going even when it would have been easier to give up. It's proof that you've loved deeply, that you've cared too much, that you've held on even when your hands were trembling. I remember a night not that long ago. I had been having nightmares again, ones that took me back to dark places. And as I sat on the edge of the bed, holding the blanket to my chest, I whispered, "Lord, I'm just so tired of being strong." And almost instantly, a memory came to mind. Me baking cinnamon rolls years ago when I had nothing, not even a mixer, just flour, sugar, and the will to keep going. And it hit me. My strength doesn't always roar. Sometimes it looks like rising dough, like kneading hope into something warm, like pulling joy from the oven, one tray at a time. Being tired doesn't mean you've failed. It means you're human. It means your body and heart and spirit need tending too. And this is why I share what I share. Not because I have it all figured out, but because I know what it feels like to struggle in silence. I know what it feels like to pour out from an empty cup. I know what it's like to pretend you're fine because you don't want to be a burden. But sweet friend, listen to me. You are not a burden. You are beloved. And your tired heart deserves rest. Not just sleep, but soul rest. The kind that comes when you lay your weariness at God's feet and let Him hold what you've been carrying alone. Psalm 34:18 says, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." I've clung to that verse like a lifeline because there have been days where the only thing I could do was breathe, and even that felt hard. But somehow the Lord met me there, in the broken pieces, in the quiet, in the rising bread and the folded towels, and the gentle laughter with Tim at dinner. He was there in the ordinary. And slowly I began to see strength isn't about being perfect. It's about being present, even when it's hard. So today, if you're trying so hard to be strong, but you're tired, I see you. You're not failing. You're feeling. You're showing up. You're choosing to live with intention in the middle of the mess. And that matters more than you know. Maybe you're raising kids or caring for aging parents. Maybe you're grieving someone you loved. Maybe your body is tired or your heart is heavy, or your mind feels like it's fighting a battle no one else sees. Maybe you're recovering from trauma like I am, and every knock on the door still makes your heart race. Maybe you're checking the locks again just to feel safe. You're not alone. We weren't meant to walk through this life on our own strength anyway. Isaiah 40:29 says, "He gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak." And oh, how often I've asked Him to strengthen me. He does it through small moments, through soft music, through the way Tim brings me coffee in the morning, through messages from viewers like you, through the words I feel Him give me as I write or film or sit quietly with a warm cup of tea. This little homemaking life of mine, though imperfect, is sacred because it's where God meets me. And it's where I've learned that even tired hands can still build beautiful things. Even tired hearts can still love. If you're tired, don't shame yourself for it. Instead, nurture yourself like you would a child who's had a long day. Be gentle. Wrap yourself in a blanket, light the candle, make the soup, listen to a hymn. Talk to God like He's sitting beside you. Because He is. Let the tears fall if they need to. There's no weakness in weeping. Jesus Himself wept. You are not alone, dear one. You are not forgotten, and you don't have to be strong every second of the day to be worthy of love. Rest in the truth that who you are right now is enough. And when you're ready, rise again. Bake the bread. Write the story. Sit in the sun. Kiss your loved ones. And keep showing up. Not because you have to prove anything, but because this life, your life, is still worth living, even when you're tired, especially when you're tired, because that's when grace shows up, and that's when healing begins. If this spoke to you today, I want you to carry this with you. Your strength isn't in how much you hide. It's in how gently you keep showing up, even when you're tired, especially when you're tired. You don't have to prove your worth by never falling apart. You don't have to be the strongest all the time to be deeply loved. God sees you. I see you. And I promise, there's still beauty unfolding in your story. If you'd like more videos like this, encouragement for your heart, and hope for your home, I invite you to join our YouTube membership. We gather every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for our Tea Time live stream, just us homemakers sipping and chatting about life. The link is in the description below. And if no one else has told you today, you're doing better than you think. You're not behind. You are deeply, deeply loved. I'll see you soon, sweet friend. And until then, keep choosing grace, one quiet moment at a time.